Okay, so the beginning of the Final Fight 3 video will be known as NecroVMX gives bad news to the subscribers. I just got off of a frustrating bit trying to get my ColecoVision emulator to actually do something for me. Basically, I was trying to do the first ColecoVision I'm Hagar. First ColecoVision video, which would have been Frogger, but for whatever reason, I couldn't get it to work. And, well, I'm really kind of pissed about that, actually. And I've determined that it's not a problem with the emulator. I've tried it with 2 different emulators, and I've tried other games, and other games have worked, so my determination is that Frogger just doesn't want to work. So, there you have it on Frogger. Ooh. So, sorry for the person who requested Frogger on ColecoVision. I still will take ColecoVision requests. It's just that one game just didn't want to do it. For whatever reason, I couldn't get it to... I mean, it would come up, and the display would come up, and you would see the street and the logs and everything, and it would play the little music ditty, and then nothing. And you know, I've had the same problem trying to play Frogger on the Atari 2600. I can't get it to emulate. Something about Frogger, I don't know. Maybe I think I did the Game Boy version for you guys once, at least there's that. But something about old school Frogger just didn't want to work, so sorry that it was being so lame. But there you have it. Also, what else? Something else was going on. Oh yeah, the Final Fight feature. Unfortunately, there's only going to be 2 more videos after this. There was originally going to be 4 more videos after this. This is Final Fight 3, which I will eventually get to talking about. The next video after this was going to be Final Fight Revenge for the arcade, but it's one of the few games that you can't play on an emulator. I mean, I have the game and I've tried to load it, but it just doesn't work in MAME, and if a game doesn't work in MAME, then it just, you know, you're fucked. You're not going to find some other emulator to run it, because MAME is the best. So there you have it. I've looked online, other people have had the same problem, there's just nothing you can do about it. So, there you go. So I'll be doing the Sega Saturn version, though. I did have the Sega Saturn version, and I did test the Sega Saturn version, and I know that it definitely works. And then after that was going to be Final Fight Streetwise, if I managed to get a copy of it. And although I scoured the PlayStation 2 bins at my local GameStops, I came up short, so was not able to get that. I wasn't really counting on that, so it'll be this, the Saturn version of Final Fight Revenge, and then finally we'll be doing Final Fight 1, that's O-N-E, on the Game Boy Advance, and that'll be the end of the Streets of Final Fight feature. So, this is Final Fight 3. As you can see, this one's a bit souped up. I actually do prefer Final Fight 2, but this one has a lot of neat features. It's got a lot of moves. The characters can all dash. There's 5 characters instead of 3. You can play as Hagar, Guy, Dean, Lucia, and I think it's only the 4, actually. I forget. I know Dean, Lucia are the new characters, and Hagar and Guy are in it. I forget if Cody's in it. I think Cody's in it. This also has a super meter, and I don't know how to use the super moves, though. So, but a lot of the characters, you know, they have a lot more moves to use. That's pretty cool. And, dash around, the super moves. There's the first boss. This is Dave. This guy uses guns, so you gotta, oh, be careful about that. Ah, damn, yeah. That was basically gonna be bad for me no matter what happened. Yeah. So yeah, this is a pretty cool game, but I don't know, for some reason I personally prefer Final Fight 2. That's just my personal fuck you. My personal preference. Go over there. Let's see if I can do a... Oh, fuck you! I want to see if I could do a pile driver, but he's not being very cooperative. There we go! Oh, up yours. There we go. Ah, you cunt. Everything's cunt with me today, it seems. Ah, cunt. See? Told you. Oh! Yeah. There we go, bitches! So yeah, so 2 more games. Final Fight Revenge on Saturn and Final Fight 1 on Game Boy Advance, and then the series will be over. We'll get to the next music challenge. What do thank you guys for the response to my video on the price war between the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. Some of you guys just kind of missed the point, but of course it's YouTube, so it wouldn't be YouTube if everybody got the point, you know. Basically, a lot of people were thinking that I was ranting. No, that's not a rant. If it was a rant, I would have put that in the title. I wasn't ranting. You guys have seen my rants before. That was not one of them. Some people don't get that I was actually excited for the PlayStation 3. Maybe I didn't come across that way, but I was actually really excited for PlayStation 3 because it has a lot of problems, and they're finally starting to address it, starting with price. And I was trying to go over the other problems that the system has that hopefully will get resolved soon. Got a couple of PS3 apologists who felt the need to defend their system. You know, one idiot was telling me that I can't judge it until I've bought it. Yeah, like I'm going to sit there, I'm going to spend $300 or more on a system that I don't want. Guy obviously doesn't understand the concept of research. And then this one guy, this is really hilarious. This guy looks like Guy, doesn't he? Get over there. This one guy told me, I can't even say this without laughing, that I'm just pissed because I wasn't pissed. I was actually excited, but I'm pissed because apparently what makes me really angry is that Metal Gear Solid 4 is not on the on the PlayStation 3. It's not on the 360. No, not at all. For me, the system that doesn't have Metal Gear, that's like a selling point. I don't like Metal Gear. As a matter of fact, that's why I've put off, well, there's 2 reasons I've put off buying the ones for GameCube, even though I'm a collector. One is that I just don't like it, and another is that they're expensive. So, that being said, get off of my ass. I think that guy is an idiot. So, you know, it's crazy, like, when people get into the whole console war mode, and then you get these other idiots that they think they're so holier than thou and high and mighty. They're like, well, this console war shit is so stupid, and everybody should just enjoy all the consoles. And it wasn't about what console is better, you goddamn idiots. It was about the price war and how the competitive pricing is making it easier for people. Because now the price of the PS3 is down, the price of the 360 is down, and that just makes it better for the consumer. So it's like, ooh, why can't we all just get along? Like, you know what? Shut up. Nobody thinks you're, you know, nobody thinks you're cool. You know, you think that I'm just better than you guys. You're like so petty, fighting over consoles. Who's doing that? I had a couple idiots doing that, but they got blocked. I mean, if it's like, you know, supposedly immature for me to say that the 360 is a better console, then, you know, paint me with that brush then. I don't care. If I think something is better than something else, I'm going to say so. And I don't think anybody in their right mind is going to say that it's not a better console. Some people bring up an interesting point that I didn't think to bring up in the video. I didn't get the chance to. Was that the 360 has had an issue with hardware failures, and I actually think that that's like that brings up a point that even though it has all these notorious hardware failures, I mean, systems just randomly failing out of nowhere, it still outsells Sony's machine, and that's despite brand recognition. That's despite the fact that PlayStation is a hugely recognized brand, and the PS2 is the #1 console, the PS1 was the #1 console. They can't seem to be the #1 console against a machine that breaks down. And to me, that says that there's problems with the PS3. One of the problems is the price, and it looks like they've definitely addressed that, and I hope the prices come down even more in the future. Common. And I don't have a whole lot more time here. I hate when the enemies run from you. So yeah, just wanted to talk about that briefly. This is the video where I get to talk about shit. It's apparently okay to beat on women in Final Fight 3. Just want to point that out. Ah, hell. Let's pile drive the bitches too. Yeah, now her face smells like balls. Yeah, his too. Alright, I really gotta end it. I'm just trying to beat him before I end it. Looks like I'll be able to. He is easy. Alright, that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow with more Final Fight goodness.